Hey, my loves, and welcome back to the Goddess Journey. I am Lala Monroe, and I am so excited to finally sit down and talk to you about something that every one of us experiences: karmic cycles. Stepping into your goddess era isn't just about glowing, looking good, and manifesting the life that you want, although we tend to make it about that a lot of the times. But it's more so about doing the deep spiritual work that frees you from old energy that's keeping you stuck. Stepping outside of your ego and really tackling the spiritual aspect of things, because let's be clear, everything is spiritual before it's anything else. And breaking karmic cycles is a major part of it. These cycles show up as repeated lessons in our relationships, our finances, even in our self-worth. And the reason they keep coming back is because the universe is trying to get us to heal, elevate, and step into our divine power. Good thing about it though, once you begin to recognize those patterns and you decide to choose differently, you stop the pain and you start rewriting your story. That's when you truly begin to rise into your goddess energy, where peace, purpose, and prosperity are going to flow naturally. I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. I used to be very self-conscious about how I look on camera, because I would be worried about my hair. Is the skin breaking out? Do I have on the right clothes? It's like so much stress. And now I'm just like, you know what? Who cares? Okay, I can already tell y'all right now that my hair is going to be 10 times bigger than what it was when I first started this video by the time I get to the end of the video. I don't care. That's just what it naturally does. Okay, you have to release that worry and that stress, because it's going to take control of your life, but you have to gain back the control by recognizing the patterns and deciding to change those patterns. Okay, that's all. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about what these karmic cycles really are, how to know when you're in one, and most importantly, how to break them for good. But before we dive into that, I want to catch you guys up on everything I've been working on, because this journey is evolving in such a beautiful way. I cannot wait to share with y'all what I have coming next. So the goddess journey has been expanding in such a wonderful way and in so many different directions. I had to take notes, y'all. So I know it's crazy. First and foremost, I have to share something that I'm very, very proud of. I just celebrated my 7-year anniversary of being a tarot reader. So 7 years ago, I want to say it was October 13th of 2019, I posted my very first tarot reading on YouTube. Okay, I was nervous. I ain't really want to be on camera. Like I told y'all, I was very self-conscious. I ain't even show my face, but I did it, and people rock with it, and y'all still rocking with it, and I'm just forever grateful. So 7 years of reading, healing, growing, and connecting with so many of you. It's been such a divine journey, and I am so grateful for everyone who has supported me from the very beginning. Even if you're just hopping on board, I'm grateful for you as well, okay? Because y'all mean the world to me. Y'all have no clue. But I also want to officially announce the winner of my Divine Anniversary giveaway, even though she's already aware that she won. But I wanted to officially acknowledge her. So congratulations to my girl, Karen Miles. She is our winner, and thank you for always supporting and showing love for Divine Insights by Lala Monroe. All right. And speaking of divine timing, I also just released a new ebook. Okay, it's called Breaking Karmic Cycles: A Divine Guide to Healing and Growth, and it ties perfectly into today's episode. So go ahead and make sure you download that. It is completely free. This guide was created to help you identify and release the karmic patterns that have been holding you back, so you can fully step into your goddess era. You can grab a free copy. I'll leave that link down below in the description, okay? And another thing, I ain't through. I ain't done, y'all. I also launched my very own ghost kitchen called Kitchen Conjure. Every weekend, I've been serving up soulful, intentional plates made with love, and the response has been amazing, y'all. I honestly can say that I feel like my love language is cooking. Like, I really do enjoy cooking, but I have to be very careful. I used to be very careful, at least in the past, of who I cook for, because once I cook for people, I can't get rid of them. They won't leave me alone. They keep coming back. So as far as relationships, I ain't cooked for that many guys. It's only probably maybe one or two that I actually cook for, and they don't want to leave me alone. But I ain't trying to toot my own horn or whatever. But your girl can cook, okay? I'm just keeping real with y'all. And the best thing about Kitchen Conjure and what I love the most is it's a traveling business. So that means I can take it anywhere in the world. So if you guys want to be able to experience Kitchen Conjure in your city, drop your city and your state in the comments, because I may be coming your way soon. Okay, just let me know. All right. But another thing is, I've also been working on my book about my life, which I plan to finish before the end of the year. So I'm not going to give you guys the name of that book just yet, because it's still in the works, but it is deeply personal. Okay. And it's full of, it's a lot. Okay. It's a story about growth, transformation, and divine purpose. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. And more than likely, it's going to be a trilogy. Yeah, or more. It may be more than that, actually. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. And of course, I'm creating my own tarot deck, which has been such a powerful label of love. Every card embodies goddess energy and African inspired imagery that represents our divine essence. And I cannot wait for you all to experience this once it's completed. So I'm working on getting that completed as well. But outside of that, I'm continuing to grow my YouTube channels. I'm posting across all of my platforms, sharing messages, my readings, and insights that I pray inspire and empower each of you on your spiritual growth, on your spiritual path. So if you aren't already following me on my other socials, make sure you do so. I'll leave that information in the description box below. All right, so now that we're all caught up, let's get back into today's topic, because breaking karmic cycles is one of the most powerful steps towards stepping fully into your goddess era. So let's talk about what these cycles really are and how we can start breaking free. So, what exactly are karmic cycles? Well, I said it earlier. Karmic cycles are patterns that repeat in our lives until we finally learn the lesson our soul came here to learn. It's not about punishment, although it may feel like it a lot of the times. It really does sometimes, but it's more so about awareness. Okay, the universe is simply mirroring back to us what still needs healing or to be released. Sometimes these cycles show up as the same type of relationship, different people, same lesson. Other times it's the same financial struggles, emotional reactions, or even self-sabotaging habits that keep us from growing. So, what are some of the biggest signs you're stuck in a karmic loop, you say? You keep attracting similar relationships or situations that end the same way. You feel drained or stuck no matter how much you try to move forward. You repeat habits that you know don't serve you, but they're hard to break. Or maybe you feel like life keeps testing you with the same emotions: anger, fear, abandonment, guilt, until you finally face them. These are all different ways that the universe nudges us towards awareness and growth. When you find yourself saying, "Why does this keep happening to me?" that's usually a big red flag that you're in a karmic cycle. How do we break these cycles? Now, I put it in my notes because I don't want y'all to get your hopes up and think that this is an overnight thing, because it's not. It's a process, okay? For some of you, it can take months. it may even take years, just depending on the karmic cycle that you are breaking. But I did come up with 4 key steps, okay? I just want to set y'all expectations though, because I don't want y'all to think that, oh, this is just going to happen in the next week or so. Now, that may not be the case, okay? But I do have 4 key steps that you can follow to start breaking these cycles. Step 1 is going to be awareness, okay? You have to first see the pattern. I would start by journaling, okay? Journaling has helped me a lot. And 2 things that I would ask: what situations keep repeating in my life? What emotions do they trigger? That's going to give you 2 key things right there. Step 2, you're going to have to take responsibility. Now, a lot of people tend to skip over this step, and especially if you're the type of person who, you're having an issue where you feel like people take advantage of you. That's very easy to blame other people, but you have to ask yourself, what role am I playing in this situation where I'm constantly being taken advantage of? Is it possible that I'm just running into shit poor ass people, or do I lack boundaries? 9 times out of 10, you keep getting taken advantage of because you lack boundaries, okay? So we're not going to blame, but take ownership. Ask yourself, what am I doing, thinking, or believing that's keeping this cycle alive, okay? Step number 3, you're going to have to release and heal. This could mean cutting energetic cords, forgiving yourself or others, or simply deciding you're done reliving the same lesson. Everybody has their own breaking point, okay? So when you finally decide that you're tired of repeating this shit, that's when you'll start to change, okay? Use tools that speak to you, like meditation, affirmations, candle work, spiritual cleansing, okay? Spiritual baths are very, very helpful, but you have to do a lot more than that sometimes, okay? Step number 4, and the final step, is going to be choose differently. When the cycle tries to repeat, because it will, the universe is going to test you. When it repeats itself, you're going to have to choose different this time, okay? Your new reaction is what signals to the universe that I've learned my lesson and I'm ready for the next level. But when you keep going through the same issues over and over again, and you keep doing the same things, you're just simply telling the universe, I ain't learned my lesson yet, so hit me one more time, and it's going to keep on hitting your ass one more time, again and again and again. It's going to keep running you through it until you finally get it, okay? So you're going to have to choose differently. And I'll go over it once more. Step 1 is awareness. Step 2, take responsibility. Step 3, release and heal. And step 4, you're going to choose differently, okay? That's the moment you start stepping fully into your goddess energy. When you stop being the student of your past and you start being the teacher of your future. And of course, y'all know I had to pull a card for this collective energy, and the message that came through was the Wheel of Fortune. This card literally is about cycles, endings, and new beginnings. It's the universe reminding us that nothing is permanent except change. When you break those old karmic loops, the wheel turns in your favor. Ever notice how if you're moving, you see the little cartoons that move in this big wheel, and it's probably big and hard for them to push at first, but after a while it kind of gains momentum, and before that, it's taking off on its own. That's life starting to align in divine timing, and that's where your blessings unfold. So I'm not going to hold y'all for too much longer, but if you've been feeling like you're repeating the same lessons, please don't be discouraged. It's not happening to you, it's more so happening for you. Breaking karmic cycles is the foundation of your evolution. It's the sacred initiation into your goddess era. You cannot afford to miss this. This is the season where you stop surviving and start thriving. Oh, and if you're an empath like me, then you have to deal with a whole nother issue because you're constantly attracting narcs, or better yet, born to or birthed by one. So yeah, we're going to touch on that on the next episode. And I have a story time for y'all about the time my own family, the very people I would ride or die for, introduced a witch into my life to try to hex me. We're going to talk about it. But nonetheless, I need you to always remember, awareness is the first step, okay? But action is where transformation happens. And to this day, these motherfuckers still think I don't know. But anywho, if this has been helpful to you in any way, I strongly suggest you download the ebook, because here I literally just scratched the surface. But in the ebook, I go a little deeper, and I have a lot more journal prompts and affirmations that are going to help you along the journey. But I want to thank you all for being here, healing, growing with me on the Goddess Journey. Don't forget to like, comment, download that ebook, okay? And subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, The Empath Narcissist Connection. Until next time, keep shining, keep healing, and keep walking in your goddess power. I love you.